Hi, so I did a video about this in my page, Gaeta Training, but most of the lives I do actually, so far all of them that I do there are in Spanish, because as some of you may know, I currently live in Mexico, and I realized that a lot of the information that we have accessible in Spanish isn't so accessible in English. And I know that a lot of my friends here on Facebook are English speakers because they're people I grew up with in middle school, elementary, high school. And so I really wanted to take some time to also make this video in English, because I think this isn't just a matter of a country. This is a worldwide matter now. And well, more than anything, I want to really share with you guys something that's going on over here and what we can really do about it together as a community, not necessarily just in your little hometown or in your city or in your country, but everyone, no matter where you're at. And I think let me start back up a little bit. So I am currently working from home. We normally have an office at WeWork here in Guadalajara. And after this whole pandemic thing started, we were told that, we're going to start working from home. I'm a marketing director for a company that is based in California. And so we were working from home. I've been working from home for now 3 weeks. And I've had a lot of issues this past 2 weeks with electricity, with internet. So yesterday, when the electricity went out, the internet didn't come back up. And well, that's a big deal because I have a lot of projects I have to turn in this week. And obviously that affects not just me, but my whole team. And so I made the decision to come into work, to the office. I know that a lot of people were not going to be here. I didn't expect what I saw, to be honest. And so one of my coworkers, I talked to him and he was able to come in and open the office for me. But when I came in, it hit me hard. I mean, I've been at home for the past 3 weeks and I'm really an introverted person, like normally. So I was perfectly fine with being at home and staying at home, and it didn't really feel that, I didn't feel the impact as much, I guess because I wasn't really going out or hearing what everybody else said. And so so far, I mean, I know that people are struggling. I was praying for everybody. I've seen church. It's impacted my church. It's impacted everybody. But I hadn't really felt it like in the core yet, I guess because I hadn't visualized it. And today, when I came to this office, it's a building of over 50 floors. So you can imagine how big the building usually is and how many people get in the elevator and, are just around here normally. Today, I only have access to one floor, which is where my office is at. So today I came in and I expected to see a little bit of people, but I saw nobody. My coworker and me were the only persons here and he had to leave right away. I was the only one allowed to stay because I really need basic internet and to work. And so I'm going to show you, I'm not kidding. I'm going to show you how big this little space, we're talking about part of one floor. And this is usually packed. Usually this is full of people. Right now, there is nobody here. And these are all international companies. We're talking people from the US work here, people from different places, and literally it's completely empty. And I know that this is the way it's supposed to be, but it didn't hit me this hard until I saw it. And it is right now that I am very, very much aware now in a more conscious level of the immense impact this is having on all these companies, on all these families, on all these workers and employees and employers. And I don't know if these people are home working or if they have been laid off or if they don't know what's going to happen to them and their business. I mean, not just this, I don't even know what's going to happen to WeWork. I don't know what's going to happen to the building. And, the lady that cleans here, she's the only other one here. And she just told me that they laid off a lot of the people that were cleaning because they're not necessary right now. And we don't know how long this is necessarily going to be for. But I can tell you that I am so much more conscious of this, and I know that deep in my heart, I need to be praying for these people. I need to be praying for the situation. I need to be praying for them much more than just in a general level, but in a very, I'm being serious. Like, you don't even know. I wish I would have like shown you this office before and how packed it was and how many companies were working here. Like, just seeing this is like very impactful. And I know I'm supposed to stay safe. Like, I have like cleaned my hands like a bunch of times. I'm not using anything here, but I mean, that's really something that that has been really on my heart right now. And one of the things I want to do right now, and one of the things I want to share with all of you, is how much we can make in regards to a difference if we were just a little bit more conscious of everything that's going on. And so I think for me, exercise is not just physical. Exercise is spiritual, it's mental, it's emotional, it's cognitive. It's so much more than just the physical movement. And so for me, it represents a lot of things. And one of the exercises that I love is burpees, because I think they're the perfect representation of what we're living right now, and that I know without a doubt, and I trust God that this is going to be over at some point. And I know that when it's over, we're not going to be the same, but we get to decide whether we are better or worse. And that just doesn't include us as a person. That also includes us as as a human being, and also in your finances, in your life, in your relationships. You get to decide if this affects you and impacts you positively or negatively. And you have that power. I just want you to know right now that you have the power to choose how that affects you and how you're going to turn this into something positive and powerful, or something that's going to bring you down and keep you down. And so I'm going to show you, for some of you, I know most of you know what a burpee is, but I want to show you why that exercise to me represents so much of what's going on, how we can use this, and then why I'm going to challenge you to do this every single day that you're home or that this is going on, so that you can create a little more consciousness for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your entire world, in regards to what we can really be doing, because it all starts at a mental level. And so let me figure out if I can put this somewhere where you can actually see me do this exercise. And first of all, this exercise is so representative of this because it requires all parts of your body. Just like all of this situation requires all parts of us as a body, as a world, as, a community. So I'm going to show you the exercise, and I want you to really understand and try to think about why what I'm showing you is a perfect representation of what we're living. I want you guys, that's just one. I hope you guys were able to see that. I don't know if my camera caught the whole angle, but I want you guys to see that. When you're down, when you're doing this exercise and you're on the floor, it feels like you cannot get up. It feels like you're gonna stay there because your arms cannot carry you sometimes. Well, that's my case. I know some of you guys have really strong arms, but in my case, that's how it feels. Like, it is a struggle to get up, and even more of a struggle to jump back up. And so if you have done this exercise, and if you do it right now, you're gonna realize that it requires all parts of your body to stand back up. It requires your hands, it requires your arm strength, it requires your legs, your core, your shoulders, even your head movement. It requires your eyes to see where you're jumping, and your strength overall to not just stand up, but to jump back up. And this is what we all have to do. We're all parts of this body. That's one of my favorite chapters in the Bible, 1 Corinthians 12, talks about this. We are all members in this body. And so all your members, all parts of your body are required to stand up, and not just stand up, to jump up. And so I'm so sorry this is shaking. I am trying to stay still now. But anyway, that's why that exercise to me is so meaningful. And what I want to challenge you guys today to do is to do that exercise 5 times before you have breakfast, 5 times before you eat lunch and 5 times before you have dinner. And when you're doing those exercises, be sure to think about how all parts of your body are working and how you are a part of that body, how you are a part of this world, and how you can contribute more than you realize. Just because your pinky is a little pinky in your hand doesn't mean it's not making an effort and it's not making a difference. Because if your pinky hurts, your entire body hurts. And if your ear is hurting, it's gonna affect all of you. So that's why it's so important that when you're doing this exercise during those 3 times a day, you really create consciousness of whether you are doing your part. And doing your part doesn't mean just, doing whatever you normally do, but what can you do in that moment after you're done doing that burpee that can help somebody else? Is it calling your neighbor, asking if they're okay? Is it, teaching your grandma to do an online order so that she can be more into technology and have an easier time going through this process? Is it, just checking in on a friend or sending them a handwritten letter? Maybe that can make much more difference than you realize. What are you gonna do after you're done with these burpees at the end of the day or after every session? And how are you gonna contribute as part of this whole body? Because this isn't just about you. This isn't just about me. It's about us and how we're all gonna help each other lift back up. And so I'm gonna show you guys, I know you guys are not all in the same physical condition, so I wanna show you guys a variation that is just as powerful when you're working through these. And I hope, you can work yourself up. And if we're gonna be here stuck like a week or 2 or a month, I can promise you're gonna get better at this and you're gonna eventually get so good that you can jump up. But if you're not there yet, this is one of the variations I wanna show you. And after, obviously, you can try to jump. I don't know your physical level. I don't know how, where you're at or if you have an injury. So be very mindful of that as well. But I really think this is something that we can all do at home, not just to improve our physical health, but to really create consciousness, to be more mindful, to generate a bigger sense of community between each other, and really take action into what we're really doing as a body. And anyway, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I'm gonna finish up my work here because I really do need to get home before they tell me something, because I just saw somebody come in when I was doing that and security, so I gotta go. God bless you all. And if you want to share this with friends or family in Spanish, go to my page in Facebook. It's Ana Gaeta Training, and I just made this video in Spanish for all of you guys that, so you can share with family and friends that may not be English speakers. So have a wonderful day. God bless.